Composer is an AI content marketing platform that is designed to write blog content for our clients that doesn't sound like AI. One of the beauty of Composer and what it does is it helps to create ideas around what you can write about, create your brand voice, and then write long-form content that helps you become a thought leader and expert in your field. You can certainly go to ChatGPT and try it yourself. The problem is that when you go to ChatGPT and try to write a blog post, you're going to get a lot of really generic content. And what it doesn't do is it doesn't capture your brand voice the way that you want to. So what we've done is we've created a way for customers to be able to train Composer on your brand voice and your website content, any marketing materials that you have, case studies, reviews. Take all that information and build a profile around your company. And then from there, we write content that fits your brand voice and also targets your ideal customer profile. We live in a complex world right now where everybody is short of attention span, and when somebody comes to your website or they go to your social media, you want to be able to tell them something that's compelling, something that's interesting about your business, and something that helps them learn a little bit more about why they should choose you and why they should partner with you to work with. So when somebody's doing research and they're looking for a solution in your market, they're probably going to be looking at you and about 10 other websites. When they do that, you need to stand out, especially in that moment. That's the moment when they're considering who to work with. If you don't have any content on your website, or if your content is old and you're not having a presence online that's compelling, they're going to go elsewhere. They're going to go find somebody else that does. So it's important for you to be able to educate your customers and provide value to them so that you can stand out and you can be the expert and the authority in your category. It also is important for you to be able to educate customers and let them know that you are the best at what you do, because you are the best at what you do. And you want to let them know that. But if you're not writing content on a regular basis, you're not letting them know that. So not only is it important to build up this archive of really rich, useful information, but it's important to stay in front of your prospects again and again and do this on a regular basis. The bar has been set higher for companies to be able to have to write more content, break through the noise that's in the marketplace, and stay in front of your prospects so that you can attract and engage those prospects. And then from the leads that you generate, you're going to need, a lot of those people are going to say, I'm not ready to buy yet. I'm not ready to, I need to learn a little bit more. And so that's your opportunity to nurture those leads and educate them a little bit more. Send them emails about ideas that you have that are going to help them get closer to purchasing, so that now they're more educated and now they're going to purchase from you because they've learned a lot from you and you've demonstrated that you are the expert in your category. Yeah, so at Composer, what we've done is we've taken a little bit of a different tack on creating AI content. What we do is we call it a human in the loop in our process. So yes, we've created this amazing way for you to be able to train the AI to create this custom output that fits your brand voice. But what we also do is we make it so that we have editors and writers on our team who reviews the content, and we edit the content on your behalf before we publish it. We also create a way for you to be able to connect your website and your social media channels to our platform so that when we write a piece of content, we can also publish it for you. So this full end-to-end kind of process makes it really easy for any business to be able to write content, publish it on a regular basis, and have that be a high frequency kind of thing to do. What most businesses struggle with is even thinking about what should I write about and how do I write it and do that on a consistent basis. And we've solved for that to make it a really easy process for customers. Yeah, so simply all anybody needs to do is go to composerapp.ai and they can sign up for a demo. And what we'll do is you'll meet with one of our sales consultants to walk you through the demo. We'll create a free piece of content for you right then and there. So you'll be able to, at the very least, get a free piece of content from us. And then we'll show you the power of what Composer can do. That session will take maybe 20 minutes to run through the whole process. And then from there, you can determine if you want to write content 5 times a month, 10 times a month, or every every business day, which would be about 20 times a month. What most businesses do is that they struggle with writing content. That's the hard part for most companies. They have a hard time figuring out, what should I write about? How frequently should I publish? What keywords and topics should I be writing about? We've solved for all that in Composer. We've made it really easy for you to be able to determine what you should write about. We present ideas to you. One of the beautiful things about Composer is that it's kind of push button friendly. Instead of you having to figure out what are things that you should be writing about, what topics and keywords you should write about, we propose all that to you. Then from there, we're suggesting headlines and topics for you to write about, and even the persona that you should write to, who the writer is, so that we capture your brand voice and the tone of each article that we write for you. Through this whole process, it makes it really easy for you to be able to solve for what is typically a very hard part of the media mix for any company, which is to write content on a consistent basis. We make it easy for you to write 5 articles, 10, 20 articles a month, which helps it so that you can stay in front of your customers as frequently as possible, educate them, and let them know that you are the expert to do business with in your category. All of that helps you engage your prospects, educate those prospects, and we all know that an educated customer is going to be the best customer that you have. There's tons of research that shows that educated customers stick around longer, they're more appreciative, they're easier to deal with from a customer support standpoint, and all of that is why you want to write content and publish it on a regular basis. One of the things that we've created with Composer is a way for you to capture your brand voice. So what that means is that we start out by building your customer profile, you as the business. We build out your business profile first. Then once we have an idea of who you are, your brand voice, the tone that we should be writing content in, and we also crawl your website, and we do all these things to be able to inform Composer and train it on your brand voice. From there, then we start writing content. When we write content, you'll see that we're writing content that captures your brand voice. It doesn't sound like AI, and it becomes useful content for you to be able to publish frequently so that you can stay in front of your customers and prospects by providing them with educational content that helps to establish you as the thought leader and the expert and the authority in your category. One of the beauty of Composer is that it's very affordable. For a fraction of the cost of what it's taken people to write content in the past. That's pretty incredible. And what we've done is we've made it so that businesses can leverage AI to their advantage. And part of the beauty of what that means for any company who adopts AI is that it can write really useful content on the one hand, but it can do it at a fraction of the cost. You have other things you need to do to go run your business. You don't need to mess around with trying to figure out how this all works. We figured that out for you. We've made it really easy and accessible so that you can focus on your core business, knowing that writing content is something that is completely handled for your business and you're publishing frequently so that you can attract new leads, you can engage them, you can educate them, and then those become leads for your sales team that are hot and ready to go so that you can close them and grow your business. So many things for us to be able to go from here. Once we've built your brand voice and we're able to write content for you, we also write social media content for you. We're able to pull in images so that we can create images that help tell the story when we write a blog post for you. We're publishing to your website. So that's all base case stuff that we have now. Future ideas that we're looking at are taking video content and using AI to be able to edit long form video into shorts and reels for you so that you have more video content for social media, for example. We're also looking at writing emails, website content, and other ways to be able to drive engagement so that we can leverage your brand voice and champion that through all these different media types and channels for you to be able to publish in. One of the beauty of AI is that you can create content in English and it's very easy to translate into other languages. So if you are a company that's targeting a global audience, very easily you can create a really useful long form piece of content like a blog post, and you can turn that into any other language, Spanish, French, German, Italian, what have you. You can easily translate that into those languages and post that onto your website so that when Google crawls your website, it's indexing that content in that native language so that you can attract customers and prospects from those different geographical areas. Come and use Composer. It'll help you grow your business.